All right, so today I wanted to talk about Malice and its kind of lackluster performance in the eyes of the community at YCS Providence. And what I mean by a lackluster performance is that going into the event, a lot of the community and pro players were fearing Malice as the best deck of the format. Oh my god, with the new support, Malice, undisputed best deck, yada yada, only to possibly fail and deliver. And if you allow me to make a sports reference real quick, it's very reminiscent of the post 90s Cowboys, Joel Embiid in the NBA, always hyped up to be the best, but can never deliver and make it to the finals of whatever they're performing in. And so another question that I want to base off of this is, has the window of opportunity to win AYCS for Malice closed? And so when you look at the upcoming event schedule for Malice when it comes to premier events like a YCS or a World Championship qualifier, is that it only has two left before Battles of Legend Monsters Mayhem releases, which brings in the Orcus support, where if you follow OCG trends, the Orcus support made it to where Orcus was able to compete with Malice in the tier 1 slot. And I think, personally, for my own thoughts, that Orcus could possibly win OICS even before Malice does. And then also, after that, you have two events with the Central America World Championship qualifier and the North American World Championship qualifier releasing, as well as Duelist Advance, bringing in who knows what into the metagame. The Lunalite support cards look strong. Could they win an event? I don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. A deck from a year and a half ago that can be seen as not as powerful as Malice won an event before Malice. So, in the community, a lot of people were calling Malice fraudulent, and for good reason too. You go in with a lot of hype and you don't win. But also you gotta look at the other circumstances too, such as what people were using against Malice. If you look at the top two lists, you can see 3 Lancia, 3 Mals. Very good cards into Malice. With the Fiendsmith Razio deck list that got second place. You have more Charming Meows in the main deck, you have Lancia in the side deck, as well as Solemns, and also Cowboy as possible time card, going first. Then you look at the Malice decks that top. In the side deck, they're running 7 cards that just favor you in the Malice matchup, with Lancia, Phantasme, and Meows. And so what I want to say is that did Malice possibly deserve the hype as the best deck of the format? Yes. However, did it put up a fraudulent performance? Maybe. That's for you to decide. I personally don't think that it's as fraudulent as people made it out to be, especially taking over a third of the top cut spots at the event. That is very impressive for any tier 1 deck, especially when you have new cards coming out like the TCG exclusive Mitsurugi archetype taking up a 10th. And so the question I want to pass off to you, the comment section, is first off, do you think the window of opportunity for Malice has closed, or do you think it is closing? And second off, what do you think is the best deck of the format between Mitsurugi, Razio, and Malice, given that we have the result of Razio with Mitsurugi winning the event, So let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll possibly make another video responding to those comments.